Good morning. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. We are pleased to be able to welcome those of you who have been with us for some time now, as well as those of you who are new to Companies and Causes Canada. This is the first year that we are taking our Awaken Our Impact conference online. We've all read ad nauseum devastating news of the pandemic's impact on our healthcare systems and the ripple effect on our economy. Make no mistake, the most important Canadians right now are arguably public health officials and the frontline healthcare workers fighting the disease. But in the wake of this pandemic, there were also business heroes, and many of them are here with us today in the room. As your president, I'm proud to say that Companies and Causes Canada's members truly stepped up their coronavirus relief efforts to benefit the entire country. I'd like to cite a few examples. H&M Canada will make an in-kind donation of $300,000 worth of products to Women's Shelters Canada. Thank you for your contribution. IKEA Canada announced its commitment to provide $2.3 million in product donations to support local communities impacted by COVID-19. Furthermore, the Indigo Love of Reading Foundation committed $1 million in books and other educational resources to support Canadian children in high-needs communities. Last but not least, I need to mention Canadian Tire Corporation. Canadian Tire donated $5 million to Canada's frontline healthcare and community workers, and even published a new ad to highlight in a creative way their contribution. In this ad, we see families spending time together at home or in their backyard, or maybe over video chat, doing their best to maintain their way of life and uphold the values that they've always lived by, and doing things for people they love. The company then pledges to do what it can to help them continue to do that, and therefore making the link with the $5 million. I thought the ad was highly effective. It tugged at the heartstrings in a truly Canadian fashion. Very well done. Let us not forget life prior to the pandemic. This year, we've achieved quite a lot together as a group. We gave more than $443 million to nonprofit organizations in 2019, which represents 10% of the estimated total of Canadian corporate giving. Over 550,000 employees work for these companies, your companies, representing about 3% of the entire Canadian workforce. Research shows that companies play a vital role in assisting these communities in a time of crisis. In fact, 84% of the companies surveyed donated cash this year in response to not only the coronavirus crisis, but also other crises such as natural disasters and accidents. We probably all remember the Fort McMurray wildfires and the Quebec and Eastern Ontario floods. Many of you helped. It's therefore no coincidence that many of our members emerged to be the standard bearers of the relief efforts. As Louis Pasteur said, fortune favors the prepared. In many cases, our ability to react so quickly was attributed in no small part to the values of corporate philanthropy being baked in our long-term business processes. We were able to achieve what we achieved by both leveraging internal capabilities and also continue to build on our strategic partnerships. Many of our members, such as Sun Life Financial Canada, shared their best practice of allocating a portion of their budget at the beginning of the year to unforeseen tragedies such as the coronavirus crisis. I probably don't need to remind you that funding disaster mitigation not only increases employee engagement and boosts your corporate image in terms of corporate social responsibility, but it can also be extremely effective. Research noted that for every $1 invested in mitigation, so for every dollar invested in these mitigation efforts, $6 is saved in future disaster costs. We're speaking here about the importance of prevention and continuing to build an emergency fund within your corporations for philanthropy. Investing in preventing disaster can have substantial impact. While many companies have responded by directly donating cash in the aftermath of crises, others have continued to turn their energy towards long-term rebuilding and recovering initiatives. This certainly, unfortunately, won't be the last pandemic or the last crisis we experience in our lifetimes. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to our partners. I am grateful because you have challenged our thinking, provided sound feedback, and helped promote our various initiatives. The Business Council of Canada, Canadian Business for Social Responsibility, CBSR, and Volunteer Canada. Thank you for standing by our side this year and the years prior. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for being here with us, albeit online. I believe the online space has unlocked new opportunities for connection for us, and I wish you an excellent conference. I hope to see you in one of the seminars very soon. Thank you.